Does everybody grieve the same? Hey, in case you don't know me, my name's Jason Chaney, and if you've been watching me for a while, you've probably been seeing me as I've been traveling across the world, living throughout different countries. Most importantly, you're probably seeing me now as I'm rebuilding my life, picking up the pieces after the passing of my wife this beginning of this year. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't even going to talk about this today. If you know me personally, you know I'm very private with a lot of things. I don't talk to too many people. I don't expose a lot of myself. But I wanted to well, first I was going to actually talk about goals and dreams and all of that. As I've been reading through Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But as I was coming home today in the car, in the Uber, I just was seeing myself talking about this, about the grieving process and actually what I'm doing. And so I was just going to go ahead and talk to you about it and just open up a couple of layers and let you see like who Jason really is. And so like one of the things, before I get into it, please, please, please do not contact me. I am not looking for anybody to talk to, nothing like that. I am completely fine. This is a video about information to help others while they're going through different things that they may be grieving with. So do not reach out to me because I'm not going to respond. I'm just letting you know right now. So what I get a lot of is a lot of people be telling me like, oh, Jason, you're so strong. You're dealing with this, you're dealing with that. And the truth is like what they see is they see the physical strength. They see me carrying the burden. They're carrying the loneliness, carrying that sadness that I have from not having Cece here with me physically anymore. But what they don't see the spiritual strength that I'm actually reaching and trying to obtain because I'm letting go of so many things. One of the hardest things was letting go of all the physical things that me and her had together. And it was to the point where I was just breaking down every time I was either throwing something out, giving something away, deleting things off my phone. And it was hard. It was difficult. Even to this day, I still have some things I keep finding. Like I found things in our Google Drive when we went to like Rank Makers Live, went to different professional development events. And it's hard to see those things because it makes me long for the life that I once had. But the truth is, like, I can't have that life anymore. It is gone. I have to keep on moving. As you know, like, I'm a big fan and a follower of Bob Proctor. And one of the things he says is, you must let the dead bury the dead. Meaning, wherever they're at, wherever CC is right now, she's doing her job. She's doing what she's supposed to do. I'm still here in this form. I must do what I have to do, and I have to keep moving on, keep living, and keep doing things that will make her proud of me. And so, it's not easy. Trust me, it is not as easy as it may look on the outside looking in. But like, I have to do it, and it's a process. And what I'm talking to you from today is leaps and bounds from where I was when it happened. But where I'm at today is not where I want to be tomorrow. And so what I mean by that is like I've now recently just started back trying to get into the dating scene, going on a couple of dates. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's a challenge. And it's not a challenge like the dates or meeting good people and stuff like that. It's just a challenge of accepting someone else in my life that isn't Cece. And so like that's one of the things right now that I'm personally working on, trying to spiritually let go. Well, not trying, but I'm spiritually letting those things go because I have to let go of the guilt that I'm on a date with someone else when the reality is I want to be on a date with her. Or like how tomorrow I'm gonna just go to this international wine festival here, but I wish it was her here with me to go. Even though we're not even big drinkers, it's just something to go walk around, go talk to, those little things. And so like that's just one of the ways that the things of grief. Like grief look different in everyone. Like it may look different in you. Some people may be boohooing, crying a lot. Some people may just be isolated in their head, don't want to be around people. And some people may be like me, where they're just trying to test the waters, just trying to see like, how do I get back to living? How do I get back to a new routine? Because that's what I'm doing now. Like I'm literally just creating a new routine. And it's not easy. Like if you've seen any of my past videos where I talked about breaking habits and recreating new habits, it's not something that's very simple. And think about it, I went from a habit of someone going to sleep at 8, 9 o'clock every day, waking up 4 or 5 in the morning, starting my day. We had our whole routine to about noon together. And then from there, it's kind of like just a free day. We'll do whatever we want to do, read books, watch some shows, listen to music and jam out. To where now it's just me 24/7. And it's an adjustment. And it's a fun process. Like I have to enjoy each moment of it. Like I can't just take it from a sad point also. And so just not just talking about me in this one, even though this one is more about my story for this video. Like I want to just give you something like to take away, like some. I'm gonna give you two things that you can take away. One's a book, because you know I'm a big fan of reading, and I feel like if most of us start reading more, especially if we read some of the same books over and over again, we will be in a lot better place a lot faster. And second one, just just one of the strategies that I do. So one of the things that I'm doing now each and every day is like I make sure to find something that just makes me happy. Whether it's a flower, it's a bird singing, or if it's just looking at the sunset off my balcony, like just finding that one thing that just makes me happy every day. And what I do is like when I start having a bad day, like even the day I was having a bad day, 'cause I went to the China Mall, and they were just rude people. It was just rude people, no customer service. So it was just like, you're getting on my nerves. And I had to just flip that from when I was riding in the Uber, we were sitting in traffic and just saw the beautiful sunset. And all I could think was like, wow, I'm on the continent of Africa right now. I'm literally in South Africa when there was years ago I was dreaming about coming here. And then I just got so happy, and it just changed my whole mood around. It just made me realize that there was something more to be grateful for. Like everything isn't bad. And so that's one of the things that you can do. Like just find something that makes you happy and hold on to that each and every day. Because if you keep going back to that moment of happiness, you'll start realizing, you know what? Those bad moments was like just little bitty moments. But that happiness moment was a long and a large moment. And if you just start expanding more on those happiness moments, it'll start changing the way you feel, especially when you're dealing with loss. Like once you can start turning those tears into laughter, like you'll be shocked at how you're feeling and how fast you're getting over things that you didn't know you'll be able to get over. And the second thing that can help you is it's a book all about grief and getting over grief. It's especially if you lost someone, it's a really good one. It's called Dry Those Tears by Robert Russell. And again, it's Dry Those Tears by Robert Russell. It's a short read. You can read it in about an hour and a half if you're a slow reader, 45 minutes if you're a fast reader. And it's just a really good practical book. I've read it about 4 times now, I believe. If you're not a big fan of reading, you can get there's an audiobook version on YouTube. All you gotta do is just type in Dry Those Tears audiobook and you'll be able to get it. But just practice one of those. Either try reading the book Dry Those Tears, or just try practicing finding one thing to be happy for and just expanding on that each and every day. And hope you got some value from this, because look, I want to tell you personally, like no matter how rough it is or how hard it's feeling right now, there's going to be some brighter days. There's going to be some happy days coming afterward, even when you feel like it's never going to come back. And I can tell you this from a personal experience. For me to be sitting there in front of you and still being able to have a smile, still having things to be grateful for when the love of my life is no longer physically here with me, like that shows you how beautiful it is and how miraculous life can be if you just start focusing on it from a different perspective. So hope you have a great weekend, and I'll start doing some more videos about this, peeling back some of those layers and letting you know how I'm going through grief and how I'm doing other things in my life. And just to help you out also, some of the things that I'm learning can help you too. So have a great weekend again, and see you on Monday.